Hey guys, Shane here. Today's topic is what I do. So currently, what I do, I work for a cleaning company called Tidy Tom, and I clean a building in Ann Arbor. It's called NSF, stands for National Sanitation Foundation. They test like food products and machines that are released to the public. Like they test literally everything. It's actually kind of cool. There's laboratories and other stuff, and that's a pretty good job for me. My coworkers are really accepting. Um, I've been there since March, and I was upfront with them off the bat about things and my situation because I just came back out in last December. It's actually already been a year. And I say back out because I've gone back into the closet before because stuff got complicated. So I started that job off pretty good. They're really cool, pretty down to earth people, and they respect my situation, and they don't misgender me, and they use the proper name, especially now since it's legally changed. But I've never had a problem before. But that's one thing I like about this job is I I don't deal with the public a lot. Also, I see maybe one or two employees throughout the week that actually work there, and then I see like my coworkers. But for the most part, I don't see anybody, which is fantastic because I have really bad anxiety, like social anxiety and stuff. So it's really good for that, and I can kind of stay out of the public eye for now and quietly transition, which is something I'm glad about. Because even though this current job is going good and stuff, I haven't always had a good experience. For example, before I was with the job I'm with now, I was with McDonald's. I did I like to say a 1 year stint because it was bad. That was my first and hopefully last fast food job because people they're awful. They're terrible. They think because you work fast food, they can treat you like crap, and it's like, yeah, I'm in this current predicament, but I'm making money, and I have a better, view and perspective on things, and a lot more respect for people now, especially since working in that job. But it's like, yeah, it's fast food, but I mean, a lot of people are college students, for example. I just don't have a car right now. I was going to school for environmental sciences, so it's like you can't really say that much. You don't know people's situation. So that sucked, but I mean, I did learn a lot, but that was really bad for my anxiety because I was working like drive-through window a lot, and that was awkward. I didn't make eye contact a lot. That's a problem of mine. For for example, doing these videos with my anxiety, it's a little bit hard. So it's really taken me a lot to kind of do this. So I get slightly awkward sometimes. So I apologize, but I'm trying though. I've been working on conversion therapy. I don't know. No, exposure therapy for my anxiety. Like doing things I wouldn't normally before. Anyways, off subject. But so yeah, McDonald's. That wasn't the best environment. That was one job. I had kind of came out like throughout that job, so it got like really weird and stuff. And the town I was living in previously, Howell, it's for lack of a better word, it's a hick town. Like there's a lot of white people with their big trucks and their camo, and they go hunting and they're about guns, and I mean like that's cool, but it's like very close-minded kind of people. And I moved from Ipsy before that, where it's really there's really cultural, it's diverse. There's not as many white people, and so that's nice. But I came out here and it kind of made me uncomfortable, which was funny. Um, like I do look Caucasian, actually Hispanic, which not a lot of people can tell. Some people can, but anyways, so that was interesting. I mean, I had a lot of coworkers that were really cool with it at McDonald's that were accepting, and they respected it and whatnot. But there were still those kind of ignorant people, like for example, that I'm kind of the weird kid, and I've always been the weird kid, but I've always been friends with like a lot of people, or like everybody. Like I've kind of gone amongst the cliques and stuff. So I had one coworker tell me they just kind of got on to the subject of, like transgender people, for example. And there was one person who was, apparently like, oh, I could never work with one of those. And I'm like, well, first of all, you do. And second of all, one of those, like, what is that supposed to be, like, implying, I'm not a person? I mean, which if that's how people act, that's okay. I totally don't want to be of that species. I'll be a cat. Cats are cool. But I mean, I did have a lot of people that stuck up for me there, but I did have a lot of other people, which was kind of a concern of mine because I also wasn't getting the proper recognition. They weren't really recognizing my name change. There's people like getting mad about it because someone read Shane on stuff, crossing out my previous name, and then someone would like correct it, like just really dumb small stuff. But like they were just kind of ignorant there, you know, ignorant. Um, but yeah, that was a little bit rougher. Because I mean, getting misgendered and not getting the proper recognition and name and stuff gets really discouraging. That's actually why I've gone back into the closet before, because it gets too hard and you just get to a certain point where you're like, screw it. I mean, I might as well, just. I mean, but that's not a good thing to do. That's a terrible thing to do. I've gone back into the closet like twice, and it was a big mistake. And I came back out of the closet last December, and I'm not going back in. This is the last time I'm coming out because I've actually started, hormones at this point in my life, and I'm so much happier. I have so much more confidence, and I actually think I can do stuff now. uh, Starting to believe in myself a little bit. I'm kind of liking myself. I mean, I don't completely. I'm still working on my self-esteem issues. I don't like me and myself. Yeah, we're kind of friends. We're acquaintances, but we're not like, yeah, I love me. Like, no, it's a process though. But and I am working on it. But I mean, it is definitely getting easier, and just accepting and being yourself definitely helps. But also getting the proper recognition, from family and friends, or people you live with, that helps. Um, so yeah, that's what I do for the most part during the day. It's actually an evening job. I work, what's it, 6 p.m., usually no later until like 11 p.m., and I'm pretty nocturnal, so that's a good job. So, but yeah, that's what I do. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.